Taehyung wears cowboy hat while showing off super cool dance. The world stopped for a moment, or at least that's what it felt like, when Taehyung appeared in front of fans with something no one expected. A cowboy hat, a mysterious aura, and a dance performance that instantly captured every heart that watched it. The simplicity of the setting, the minimal background, and the quiet space didn't matter at all, because Taehyung's presence filled the screen with overwhelming charisma. With just a black t-shirt, beige pants, a studded belt, and that iconic cowboy hat, he turned a casual look into a runway-worthy statement, and then, through movement, transformed it into a performance that will be remembered for years. This wasn't just another dance clip. This was a moment of Taehyung redefining how dance can tell a story, how fashion can enhance emotion, and how a single accessory like a cowboy hat can spark global conversation. Army across the world erupted, posting clips, GIFs, edits, and comments filled with shock, adoration, and even tears. Only Taehyung could make a cowboy hat look like the hottest trend of 2025, one fan tweeted, while another wrote, "He doesn't just dance, he hypnotizes." But let's dive deeper into why this particular performance is hitting harder than anyone could have predicted, why Cowboy Taehyung is trending globally, and why this dance isn't just a dance. It's a cultural moment. The first glimpse, a cowboy enters the scene the first moment Taehyung appeared. Viewers were immediately captivated by his aura. The cowboy hat sat slightly tilted on his head, adding mystery as it partially covered his eyes. The mask covering his face only heightened the intrigue, leaving everyone to focus on his body language, his movements, and the story he was about to tell. There was no need for words, no need for elaborate background music. The presence was enough. Then came the dance. Smooth, deliberate, and powerful. Each move was executed with precision, yet there was a looseness to it that screamed confidence. It wasn't just choreography, it was storytelling. Fans couldn't stop replaying the way his arms moved in sync with his body, the way his belt shifted as he leaned into the rhythm, the way his entire figure seemed to melt into the music. And through it all, that cowboy hat never stopped being the star of the show alongside him. It was more than an accessory. It became a character in the performance, a symbol of Taehyung's ability to transform ordinary props into iconic fashion statements. Army's reaction. A global frenzy. It didn't take long for Army to dominate social media with their reactions. Within minutes, hashtags like #CowboyTaehyung, #DanceKingV, and #CowboyVibes began trending worldwide. Fans from Seoul to Sao Paulo, from Paris to Jakarta, were sharing clips, analyzing every move, and praising his duality. Some fans joked, "This isn't a dance video, it's a cultural reset," while others were more emotional, saying, "Taehyung just healed my soul with this performance." There were even those who compared him to Hollywood actors, saying his aura was bigger than any Western movie cowboy. The most common sentiment, though, was awe. Awe at his versatility. Awe at his ability to reinvent himself with every performance. Awe at how something as simple as a cowboy hat could become a moment so powerful in his hands. Cowboy aesthetics meets modern K-pop. Why does this moment feel so unique? It's not just because Taehyung wore a cowboy hat. It's because he blended the rugged, Old West aesthetic with the sleek, modern world of K-pop performance. He created a hybrid, an image that felt both nostalgic and futuristic at the same time. The cowboy has always been a symbol of independence, strength, and rebellion in Western culture. By incorporating it into his dance, Taehyung isn't just paying homage to a cultural archetype, he's rewriting it. He's taking the cowboy and making it his own, infusing it with softness, elegance, and a distinctly Korean artistry. His fans noticed this immediately, pointing out that while the cowboy hat gave him a tough, masculine edge, his dance movements added a layer of vulnerability and grace. It was a juxtaposition no one expected, but everyone fell in love with. The viral moment. Clips spreading everywhere within hours. Clips of Taehyung's cowboy dance had gone viral on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and Twitter. Fans began recreating the dance, some even wearing cowboy hats themselves to mimic the look. Memes popped up everywhere, comparing Cowboy Taehyung to cinematic legends, while others simply looped the clip endlessly, unable to move on. Even non-fans were drawn in. People unfamiliar with BTS or Taehyung stumbled upon the clips and were instantly intrigued. Comments like, "I don't know who this is, but he just made me a fan," started appearing across platforms. This is the Taehyung effect, his ability to draw in anyone, even those who've never followed K-pop before. Fashion meets dance. The power of simplicity. One of the most striking things about the performance was how simple yet effective it was. No elaborate set, no flashing lights, no expensive stage design, just Taehyung, his outfit, and his movement. And yet, it felt bigger than a music video. His black t-shirt, beige pants, and studded belt were unassuming at first glance. But paired with the cowboy hat, they created a silhouette that was unforgettable. The fashion world has long admired Taehyung for his ability to turn any outfit into a moment, and this was no exception. Already, fashion bloggers are predicting a resurgence of cowboy-inspired looks in K-pop styling thanks to him. The emotional layer, what the dance represents beyond the visuals and the viral moment. Many fans also felt there was something deeply emotional about Taehyung's performance. The way he danced, the way he carried himself, it wasn't just for show. There was intention in every move. Some ARMY theorized that the cowboy hat represented freedom, individuality, and resilience, qualities Taehyung has embodied throughout his career. Others believed it was his way of showing duality, the tough exterior of a cowboy balanced with the soft, emotional artistry of his dance. Whatever the meaning, one thing was clear: Taehyung wasn't just dancing. He was expressing, he was communicating, he was connecting. And fans felt it deeply. From dance clip to cultural phenomenon, what makes this moment stand out isn't just that it went viral. It's that it became a cultural phenomenon overnight. Fashion enthusiasts, dance critics, and even casual observers all had something to say about it. Some called it iconic, some called it legendary, but no one could deny its impact. This is the power of Taehyung. He doesn't just perform. He creates moments that resonate far beyond the screen. Moments that inspire, that trend, that spark conversation across industries. What's next for Cowboy Taehyung? Now that Cowboy Taehyung has taken over the internet, fans are already asking, what's next? Will he incorporate this vibe into a future music video? Will we see more cowboy-inspired outfits in upcoming performances? Will he start a dance challenge that ARMY can join in on? No one knows for sure, but what we do know is this: Taehyung has once again proven his ability to surprise, to reinvent, and to dominate. Whether it's with music, fashion, or dance, he continues to set the standard for what it means to be an artist in the modern world. The legacy of a cowboy dance. This moment will go down as one of those unforgettable Taehyung performances that ARMY will talk about for years. It wasn't about grandeur or spectacle. It was about presence, artistry, and charisma. And with nothing more than a cowboy hat and a few dance moves, Taehyung reminded the world why he's considered one of the most captivating performers of his generation. The legacy of this cowboy dance isn't just about how good it looked or how viral it went. It's about how it made people feel. Excited, inspired, connected. That's the magic of Taehyung, and that's why this moment will live forever in the hearts of those who witnessed it. Sparkles. So now, dear readers, the question is, did you feel it too? Did Cowboy Taehyung capture your heart the way it captured the entire world's? Share your thoughts, your theories, your edits, your recreations, because one thing is certain: this is only the beginning of Taehyung's cowboy era. And ARMY, we're all here for it.